Team League started for today. That's the bottom right hand side of the map. We're going to kick things off with our green Terran player from AT Gaming. Let's hear if you're cheering on eThermal. And over to the bottom left hand side of the map, our red Terran player from Invasion eSports. It is Major. As we set up into this, we'll see how this goes. And we'll probably do... do we leave the stream on to rebroadcast? Or do we host someone up until we go into Copa America? I guess that's the real question here. I guess we could leave a rebroadcast on if you guys wanted that. Maybe, actually, you know what? I said this yesterday, and then I realized I have so much to render and so many videos to cut up and stuff that I should probably turn the stream off and host someone and whatever, because it's not a great idea to I shouldn't rebroadcast if I've got so much to get onto YouTube, so I gotta get all that sorted. And we will have some time to sort that out, which is nice as well. We'll be live in about 6 hours from now with the Copa America Round 16 Group D, our final group of the round of Copa America. Then the playoffs take place next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to have an SCV coming in, having a little bit of a scout around, a little bit of a look to see what's up and what's going on. The early build orders here from both players have been slightly different, as we see Major has actually gone for Reaper expansion, whereas we actually see the gas first into very fast second gas Reaper factory for eThermal, and this does 9 times out of 10 lead us into some Reaper Hellion play when we see this sort of setup here early on. So, going to be seeing this Reaper on the way out, and Major just having a Reaper out as well. Going to be looking to see what he can get up to with this, as that Reaper going to be moving across over to the bottom right hand side of the map. So going to be coming across here, actually just going to be sitting here watching for the Reaper view film, which actually comes along the top side, and is going to be looking to work its way against this first SCV to shut down that map vision which Major was holding. There's the Hellion and Reaper on the way as well, and the Reaper from Major actually coming back home too. So let's get set up here. This first Reaper, of course, if eThermal can get some downshift, that'd be great. And as he sees one Marine on the ramp, and just turn around immediately, does not want to lose this for anything. First Hellion out, second Reaper about to pop. Is it going to be another Reaper? No, it's going to be straight into the Cloak Banshee play. So he's going to be going into this very, very quickly. So going to be lifting up that starport, landing onto the tech lab, and going into the Cloak Banshee in the next few moments here. There's a couple of Reapers and Hellion joining up in the center of the map now. CC going to come down on the natural expansion as well, as the eThermal will be continuing to pressure, and we'll be continuing to see what you can get done here. You'll delay the mining on the natural for a little while. You'll also probably come up this ramp now too. Now there's a Hellion on the way out for his opponent, and there is a reactor up, so more and more Marines are going to be pouring out here as he starts to work his way against this depot. Hellion comes out, but, well, I mean, Reapers are pretty good, and that means he can really sort of just continue to fight this here, even though he can't continue to fight this. He does lose one Reaper, a little bit of miscontrol there by eThermal more than anything, as he comes back up to the high ground. And again, that Cloak Banshee on the way, as we're going to see, ooh, Hellion sniped down. Both the Reapers now going down as well, though. 2 Hellions still left against Marines, and he's trying to fight against these for a little while longer, as this is still ongoing. At the same time, a Reaper over here, and actually it's Major who's killed off a couple of SCVs. That does now go down. eThermal pulls back with these Reapers, with these Hellions on very low health. Yeah, we used to do 2-minute delay for the Team League, but I decided to actually put, we changed it to like 90 seconds, because what a lot of the online cups are using. So we changed it to 90 seconds, it's not much of a difference. And, I mean, most buildings are kind of finished in 90 seconds anyway. It doesn't make much of a difference at all, really. It makes a bit of a difference, but we're on a 3-minute delay because of WCS rules, and so, again, not worth resetting the stream. So, which is a little bit sad. It means I can't talk to you guys as easily, but again, it's kind of a, it's kind of one of them things. You either kind of come in and either we reset the stream and it sucks, or we don't. As Cloak going to finish, and you're going to see a turnaround, going to try and target that bag. Cyclone down, does get locked onto though, and Banshee goes down for eThermal. As his expansion is set up, he's a few workers behind. He does have a tank out though, sending that out onto the map. Raven on the way now for Major to try and help him deal with the second Banshee, which is on the way over. And he's already moving into position to begin dealing with this as well. So Banshee play from eThermal has not done a lot at all. He's going to come in here, find a Viking, and then again move towards the turrets and just realize that this isn't going to go well for him. He needs to get out of there. I mean, the Raven's going to come out, so he has to get out. He does not want to... I mean, he'd rather keep this Banshee alive and use it at a later point than just sacrifice it for no reason. But that's sort of what's happened here, as he is just going to lose this. Last shot goes down, and 2 Banshees doing absolutely nothing so far for Thermal. As you're going to see a few SCVs being pulled to repair up a couple of the Italians, a couple of barracks being added on as well. One of the factories going to move and land onto the tech lab here. Starport going to start building up a reactor, as these barracks are going to lift and land on the reactors too. The setup for Major is very similar, I would like to say, but actually it's not. He doesn't have any barracks at all just yet, and he has got a 3rd CC starting, so Thermal are going to go kind of the more aggressive route. He's going to go straight up to 5 racks. He's going to have the fastest impact. He's just going to have so many more Marines earlier, and the tank count will be kind of very similar too. So it's 2 very different ways to play the game, basically. Major looking to hold the 3rd base, while Thermal will be looking to be aggressive throughout the early stages with a few drops and so on, and then really going for that kind of big push to try and take an engagement, probably before combat shields ends and while his own combat shields is finished. That's the sort of main thing he's going to be looking for here, I feel, as you see a scan coming in from Major, having a look to see what's going on, and he's actually going to start moving across the map. 2 tanks and a bunch of Marines with Raven support. This is a bit of an old school build. It would be better if you had 1 tank in each medevac so everything unloads faster, but that's going to be something that Thermal just does not see coming in, and this could be problematic as we're going to see these tanks unload and they will begin to siege, and Thermal has to pull away immediately as +1 is going to be in a lot of trouble as he's going to start moving in. His stim is what, like 7 seconds away? If he waits for stim and attacks into this, he could do this very, very easily. He's going to start going in here. His tanks are a little bit stuck in the back, unsure how he wants to get in here. Oh, he's losing so much. The tanks, what are they doing? They're just back and forth, moving to each side of the mineral of the racks. I don't even know what happened to the tanks. It's like they were stuck. And introduce our players again, guys. If you are enjoying the stream here today, don't forget to drop that follow on the stream and see when we're live again in the future with more action from the Team League. WCS qualifiers, there's going to be a lot of this month as well, and plenty more as well. Tomorrow's stream is meant to be UK matches, but it's going to be sort of hard to do the UK matches when when I haven't organised them. So that's sort of a bit of a go. Why is it every time we go into this map, my StarCraft starts to crash a little bit? There's some serious issue with Frozen Temple. I don't know what it is, but it is a serious issue because look at that, it's just lagging out. It's always this map as well. As introduce our players, to top left hand side from AT Gaming is going to be our Blue Pros player Fear, and down to the bottom right our Red Terran player, it is Mincemeat. We have a rough Team League schedule as well for the upcoming days. We're hoping to get Liquid versus EC Visualize on Tuesday, and Dead Pixels against Invasion on Tuesday as well. Wednesday we're hoping for Millennium and Euronics and also AT Gaming Cascade. Thursday we are hoping for MIA Gravity and Root Romantic Gaming, and then a couple of matches on Sunday too. Mind Sanity versus Psystorm, as well as Flipside Tactics against Is Imber. So that's what we're sort of setting up into throughout the next week. Again, Monday was, well, fingers crossed, Monday's going to be a UK qualifier. It's a bit weird because we can't actually, apparently we're not allowed to cast the regional challenges, which is a bit strange. We were allowed to last season, but apparently this season they're not going to be accepting any other streams than the official streams. So there's going to be a bunch of matches there that don't get cast because they all get played at the same time, but apparently we can't stream that. So that kind of screwed up my plan for this week. But there's plenty of this qualifier. I mean, we'll have plenty of action. The stream should be live every day, and I'm sure we'll find some UK matches to play out tomorrow as well. So, I'm going to be going into this. Major to the bottom right from Invasion eSports has just gone for a very standard Reaper expand into Reactor for the at the start of this, as this Reaper just going to be kind of patrolling around, just looking to stop anything. As we actually do see double gateway opening from Fear. I'm looking to put on a lot of pressure at the start of this, but Major, well, he's already started up a bunker and he's already scouted this before, so he actually has a bit of an idea of what's going on. And he's going to see a proxy Stargate behind this, so Major's sort of already beginning to kind of prepare against this. We'll see a couple of pounds on the low ground from this probe coming in now, and that's going to set up and get ready to go as this probe is going to move around into the natural. As again, these Stalkers, the Mothership Core on the way across the map. The third pound going to come in over to the right, and as right now there's only just 2 Marines about to pop out and go into that bunker. And as he's going to load up and start working his way on one of these pylons, the Stalkers, well, the Stalkers and Mothership Core combined with Phone Overcharges should be able to take down quite a lot here. What's he going to target fire? He's going to go for the, he's going to go actually for the bunker, which I'm not really sure if I agree with. I think getting the supply depot is a bit of a better choice. He's going to start targeting that one now. So Splatty is looking as though it's going to go down, unless it's going to run out for an overcharge. And no, Mothership Core picks up a kill on that one. As we see Fear unable to expand because of this bunker now in his natural. So that's a bit of a pain for him, as we see the panels to the left hand side being cleaned up already. Number 4 overcharge coming in. He's going to target fire that bunker once again, test an SCVO2 also. This is really just looking to maximize his damage here. And as we see, very good control for the most part out of Major. Just making sure his SCVs are only in range when they need to be, and really minimize the damage that he takes from this. As we're going to see the Stalker and Mothership Core just going to back away. Probe and the Stalker are going to be taking down this bunker. As we do see an Oracle though coming in towards the main base. There's not going to protect against this Oracle just yet, so workers are going to start going down. This is going to be some good damage for Fear if he keeps moving that Oracle around. He's going to find himself, what, 7 worker kills overall so far. If he comes across the map, there's nothing here to actually protect against this just yet. Another Oracle being made. This first Oracle is turned away. Stalker comes out, and Stalker will be able to push this away. Bunker gets salvaged, as we do see Oracle coming back in, looking for a bit more damage, but doesn't really have too much energy to work with. There's also a Widow Mine in the mineral line he has to be cautious of, as he does back away. Second Oracle again coming in shortly. Is there a Widow Mine here? No, there isn't. So second Oracle could get some damage done. No Corona Boost on this though, as we see that Nexus building up for Fear. And after a very strange start to this game, I feel as though Major will be in a slight advantage, and we'll see what he's able to make of it. Still, again, not many Widow Mine, nothing really in the main base to defend apart from Marines, which are okay, but not, again, ideal in this sort of scenario, as that Widow Mine range is, well, going to be something we've got to watch out for here. The Oracle flies into it and goes down. At the same time, the Oracle in the main base does come in, and immediately Major pulls away for his workers. As, oh, Fear doesn't target fire correctly at all. Finally, one worker goes down, but only one worker goes to the other side of the mineral line. He does get a second. Actually, now the mineral line and the natural is very exposed because that Widow Mine is on cooldown. And Fear gets 4 more workers with this, and that second Oracle will just get away up to the right-hand side of the map. So escaping away with that, as Fear did do a fair amount of damage here, but still isn't in a great worker count himself because of the fact that he's been, very much so delayed in this. And as we're going to see the Stalkers being set up and ready to go. Why is the betting not closed? Come on, guys. I don't even know who started the bet. But it should be closed by now. I don't think it was me, was it? I don't think it was. Was it me? Oh, maybe it was me. Oops. Actually, maybe not. I don't know if that's updates as well on my side. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, we do see Major pushing through the center as we see some Stalkers out, an Oracle here as well. Maybe a Stasis Ward would help out or something, because he needs something right now. Although that being said, he has quite a few Stalkers to fight against this. No blink at all, and so there's not really much micro for Fear to do. And he's actually just continuing to lose Stalkers as actually the Mothership Core is dead as well from earlier. Never rebuilt that. And these tanks going to siege up, and they're going to get a lot of damage done here already. And as Major is just pushing on forwards, these Stalkers taking a lot of damage. Oracle gets taken down as well. Nice little pickup on the tank to keep it safe. Lots of Marines going down. There will be a Mothership Core out to phone overcharge the pylon at the front. You see the Liberator going to siege up towards the front. Fear just going to GG. He knows it's just too far behind. Let's introduce our players. The top left-hand side of the map are Green Zerg. His team is currently down 2 from Against All Authority, representing AT Gaming-aAa here. It is our Red Zerg player. It is Minimath. To the bottom right, it's our Red Terran player from Invasion. It is Major. He's run 2 in a row so far. I don't know why exclamation mark song isn't working. Oh. Wow. Sam, as if you're Uvil sub and not Wardy sub. That's disgusting. You disgust me, Sam. Alright, early on PvTVZ, not really a lot happening. Again, please see, let's see some SC hearts in the chat for Arius. Please, because that's an awesome pledge over on the Patreon. Again, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. I wonder why this exclamation mark song doesn't work. It should just work. I don't know why it doesn't. Anyways, we'll sort that out later. We can do we can do a Wardybot fix at some point. As we get set up into this, we just see Reaper is dancing with some Zerglings. Sorry, being a little bit distracted with a bit of a crazy break. Lots of stuff happening. Again, thank you, Arius, for your pledge on Patreon. Is $25 an hour of your... I think it's $25 is like an hour of each month is yours with me. You can use an hour of my time each month. So yeah, let me know what you want to do. We can do anything. Like, as long as it takes an hour, we can do absolutely anything you want. I'll play any game you want me to play. We can play anything. That's the benefit of having a $25 Patreon pledge. As we get set up into game number 3 of this. And so far it's been fairly standard until we look over to the Zerg base and see a lair on the way already. I mean, I say it's been fairly standard, and now I'm trying to say it isn't, but to be fair, the lair is something which has actually been, early in the game, becoming more and more popular lately anyways, so... I'm going to see this, a few Zerglings running in, looking to try and grab that Reaper, and he's going to look to push that back, and push that up to the high ground. So, we're going to be popping up to the high ground here. We're going to see the Overlord just coming down through the center of the map as well. As we see the Reaper actually popping down there, and then popping back up as some Zerglings do surround it momentarily. Spire coming down from Minimath, as he is going to be getting in towards that muteless play, as we kind of expect. And the Widowmine and Marines. Well, this is the real question. Does Minimath get enough units up to really defend against these... to really defend against this medevac right now, because a lot of the games today we've seen with these fast, with these kind of fast mutalist builds, we've seen players taking a lot of damage to a few Marines and Widowmine, and that's kind of something we've got to, see Minimath defend here if he wants to make sure to not run into too much trouble. Widowmine going to start burrowing. We're going to see, well, Zergling's running in, and ooh, just split away there at the last moment. 2 drones killed. For the most part, defends this. He's got an Overseer morphing in. And the important thing for Major here is he actually does see the Spire building, so that's some really good scan information for him. And he has a very good idea about what is going on now as well. I was going to see the 3rd CC. On the way up here from Mensmeet, aka Major, as he's got a Liberate on the way out. He's actually going to start reactoring out Liberators as well, to try and help deal with this early mutalist count, really fend those off. Just focus on kind of anti-mutalist play very early on in this game. Got that Liberator coming up towards the top left side then, and it will actually be the first Liberator going to come in and try and harass. Although that being said, that being said, Liberator coming in to try and harass. I mean, the mutas are going to shut it down very early, very quickly. As our 3rd base just starting up for Minimath now. So that's a little bit late here as the mutas come out, and we're going to see him starting to target down that Liberator. A few more mutas coming in. Still clearing this up rather easily, but again, the mad damage these Liberators are really going to be able to get done on the other side of the map, or these mutas are going to be able to get done on the other side of the map, is going to be very minimal, with 2 Liberators already being produced at a time. I was going to have that turret on the way up in the mineral lines. +1/+1 upgrades are on the way in, as our mutas begin to come across. And have a look to see what is going on, and have a look to see what they can get up to. You know what we need to set up, right? What we need to set up is, and as we see these mutas coming in and getting turned around, we need to set up like we should do a Patreon message board where you can add messages to the stream for like a day or something. That could be fun. That could be a cool reward actually. Add your message to the stream. Sorry that I didn't realize your Patreon came in like literally half an hour ago, Arius, as well. Didn't realize it. My email didn't update. As mutas are looking around, I feel as though we're not really talking about this game very much, so apologies. Mutas are just flying around looking for some damage. 3rd base being set up by Major. Minimath right now is in a position where he's got... It's actually the build we saw so much of from Firecake, you know? He was going into kind of the mutas and then following up with the roaches, the 1-1, and going for a big 1-1 roach timing behind this, so... it's actually kind of okay on this map as well, I guess. Kind of a very open space to attack into here for to try and deny the 3rd, and not really going to be kind of a big wall off up or anything as these roaches come across. So Minimath going for this exact same build as Firecake did earlier. Roach speed already finished, the 1-1 on the way, and of course we'll see a bunch of Ravagers coming in very shortly as well. As these Liberators are going to be coming over to the left hand side, and we're going to see these mutas for Minimath. Just going to have to be a little bit cautious again. I mean, plenty of Liberators. And the mutas, of course, here, they need to kind of try and find some more damage. I really feel as though the Liberators are kind of deflecting a lot of what this build is aiming to do, which is to kind of make the units split up a bit so that they're not in the right position when this big Roach Ravager attack begins to come in towards the front. And there we go, these Roaches Ravagers moving forwards now. The Liberators can also set up defensively, so even if the Mirrors just come into the main base, this could be a very good, this could be very good for them, as we actually see a lot of units pulling back for the Major, looking as though he's actually ready to maybe give up his third base. He's not in position to deal with this at all. Well, there we go. The Liberator's going to start sieging. He is going to try and hold this spot, as we see Corrosive Vials probably going to start popping on a turret, and on the Liberators, pushing those further back. As we see this third base under a lot of attack here. Heavy attack here right away, trying to push through them. Liberators still in the skies, though, picking off a lot of the units. And there's actually 2 of them still remaining. Corrosive Bars not quite landed on all of them just yet. As we see these Roaches struggling to get up this ramp. The tanks are being pulled back as well. A couple more Liberators coming in. You're going to see these Ravagers getting destroyed. Minimap has so much money in the bank that he's just not spending. 18 workers killed, but loses a lot of his army here. 50 more Roaches being made. But he gets that turned away, and Major holds on. And makes it look actually very easy compared to this, compared to how it was going earlier today, when we saw this build being used by Firecake against players such as Daishu, against players such as Marine Lord. Minimap didn't seem to have as many Ravagers as Firecake did. Maybe it's just me remembering badly, but maybe that was maybe the issue. And just again, maybe not the... well, I guess with more Ravagers, he has more Corrosive Vials. And if he has more Corrosive Vials, he can actually pick away at a bunch of Liberators in the sky as well. So, it works out really well. We're going to see a Medevac boosting it over to the left-hand side of the map. We're going to see the scan coming in. We're going to see Marines and Marauders pushing forwards, and the Roaches coming in to help push this back. We're going to see a few more Marines going down, and yeah, a few more Marines going down. Roaches holding the centre and actually drop to try and deny the 4th base now. Liberator sieged up over here. These few mirrors, well, they do get rid of them, rid of the Liberator, but only after the Queen and 6 workers have gone down. As this drop, is it going to be able to kill off this base? It's going to get very close. Roaches coming in, but only 3 of them. Is that enough? I don't think it is, and that's going to be a kill, no cancel as well. And that just hurts even more, as we now see Major actually starting to move out with a whole bunch of Marines up the middle of the map, looking as though he wants to, well, drop to the right and clean up some creep in the centre. And as we've got these Roaches coming on in. I was going to see these Marines coming through the middle of the map. Roaches looking to defend. I mean, again, it is just a Roach army. There's no Ravagers in this anymore. It's a very low-tech army. And very easily cleaned up by what Major is building up here, basically. So Minimap is going to have to find himself one heck of an engagement to try and make a comeback in this game. He's going to start adding on some Ravagers, but of course he doesn't have any Infestors to back this up or anything like that. And we're going to see some Marines and Marauder going to get ready to stem in towards this mineral line here in just a few moments' time. Marines are all going to be joining up together. As these Marines and Marauder are going to get ready to run on in towards this main base. They're going to come in towards the mineral line now. And he's going to start taking down a bunch of these units. The Queen goes down, the drone's going to start falling. Minimap is actually currently sending a bunch of units to the left side as well to protect from what is a bit of a push starting to come in. 7 workers going down, and again, Major just continues to pick up damage around the map right now. As this drop, well, or push, will be dealt with very easily. So Minimap's staying in this. I mean, it's not over yet. He can definitely still find maybe a very good fight to work with. But it's not going to be easy when he still doesn't have the 4th base established. He's still not mining from that. He's only on 40 workers against 60 SCVs. It's not going to be easy at all. But hey, you never ever know until the last moment. And as we're going to see, these Marines all join up together. Tanks are on the lift, and well, Major's going to start getting aggressive himself, start pushing across this map and trying to put an end to this game perhaps. So just pushing up the left-hand side. I mean, 4th base is going to be a prime target over here. Creep spread doesn't really reach down to protect it too well. And that's going to be a nice little factor, as well as this entire army of Major. This is why I zoom out, because I guess we can fit it on this screen. I don't know, I just feel as though it gives you a bit more kind of viewing area of the surrounding areas as well. I don't know. Anyway, Roger's going to come in towards the 4th base to the right-hand side. We'll look to try and delay over here, as we do see a command center on the way down. Looking to land here in a few moments, but the creep is blocking it currently. As we've got a couple of, well, a single Roach getting blown to pieces here by that siege tank. Medevac still dropping around towards the main base as well. Major continue to move around with this and look to get some further damage done. As we see a few more tanks loading up into these Medevacs. I'm just going to clean out a whole bunch of this. So, all that getting cleaned out, as we're going to see the tanks getting lifted and brought over towards the centre, as that is where the main army of our Zerg players is looking to push here. Minimap has maxed out. Is it going to matter? Donny fight against this? I'm not too sure, because that is a lot of Marines, a lot of DPS coming out. The tanks in the back as well. Minimap's army just disappears. At this point in the game, you need something other than just Road Ravager. You need Vestas or more, and he just doesn't have it at all. He hasn't been able to. And he loses everything right now. He makes a bunch more roaches. It's just not going to be enough as Major is doing some pretty good work here against the roster of AT Gaming against All Authority. His tanks are loading up into the Medivacs once again. And we're going to see a big push towards the upper left side of the map, as Major will be looking and hoping to try and just end the game with this one. I mean, it's at this point now where he's been trading very well throughout the game. Look at that resources lost time, 15,500 to 9,500 lost in the 30-minute game. That is absolutely huge. As we're going to see, I mean, that's like, what, like 4 full mineral patches that are traded. We're going to see the Marines just pulling back into the tanks on the high ground. And I mean, even doesn't even need to keep fighting with the Marines, you know. The tanks alone are just shredding this army. GG. Major takes game number 3. See if Major, at red time plays the bottom left hand side from Invasion eSports, can complete his all kill against the Blue Cross player from against All Authority representing AT Gaming, DNS. So guys, our Patreon goal, as we do see proxy gates, we'll talk about it in a second, but our Patreon goal is now very close to being met. So I need you guys to help me out with ideas. So we're at $91 out of $100. When we hit 100, we're going to start putting out a lot more YouTube content. And so I need to know what you guys think we should do. I was thinking maybe we could do, obviously, some more guides and stuff. But maybe some more other stuff as well. Like, what would you guys like to see on YouTube? Maybe you don't watch YouTube much. What do you think would be cool? I thought we could do some, maybe a campaign playthrough, or play through the Nova missions or something. That sort of stuff. That sort of thing, maybe, perhaps, possibly. Would you like to see that sort of stuff? Give me some ideas as what you want to see from a, give me some ideas to what you might want to see when we hit that $100 mark on Patreon. Am I going to use that Mjolnir emote? No, I can't. I need to keep my emotes kind of relevant to the channel in some way. Like, I even think SC2ITL, I love the emote, but it just wouldn't work. Like, I mean, let's think, put it this way, like, the SC2I dog emote sort of works, right, because the dogs bark sometimes. But, like, the SC2I Mjolnir emote just wouldn't work out at all. It'd be a disaster. We need some good emotes, like a GG emote and stuff like that. As we're going to see the, well, pylon coming down over here, just trying to get one pylon up. Mothership Core's on the way. Zad's going to try and buy some time. Bunker trying to come down on the low ground. Man, but only one pylon he gets with this probe, and that is painful because with only one pylon, it's going to be very difficult to really make this work because it can be targeted down so quickly. And we're going to see another SCV coming down here. Mothership Core's on the way across. Adept is coming in to try and protect this as well. We're going to see probably this Adept committing just because he needs to try and buy time for the pylon to get photon overcharged. Mothership Core is coming in and is going to drop that photon overcharge here, and the bunker finishes up. This has not worked out at all for DNS. It has not worked the way he wanted it to. He's going to Stargate behind this. Oracle's on the way, but he doesn't even kill a depot with this pylon. And he's lost an Adept, a Zealot, and a probe for this so far. Supply depot actually going to be dropped onto the depot, which is very damaged, but I mean, Major's repairing that up, so it's going to be nice and safe. As there's Oracle looking to come across the map, and DNS again, this is not working too well for him just yet. And as we see it about to pop out, and it is going to be coming down to that bottom left hand side. As here we go, let's see what happens. DNS coming across here, and again looking to see what he can do as he goes in towards this main base. And I mean, there's a Cyclone out. Major has an answer to everything. The Cyclone's going to kill the Oracle, and DNS. Well, to be fair, he does actually have a faster expansion than his opponent right now. So I mean, that's something. This one base play from Major might just end the game. And very well might. I mean, this gateway at the front is... I mean, this gateway at the front is going to go down. 2 more gates being added. Another Oracle on the way out. It's just possible it could end the game. I mean, I guess, though, at the same time, for 25 workers to 21... But, I mean, the Liberator's coming out now as well. He's going to have to make a Phoenix. He's going to lose a lot of mining time from this. Although he can just go to the natural. But he still loses gas mining. As we see, Major pulling back, actually, with the Liberator. This Oracle on the way across. Cyclone is being left, surely, in the mineral line. Oh, no. Cyclone. Cyclone's actually all the way over here, so actually the Liberator's going to be left to kind of deal with this, and actually there's going to be a lot of damage being done by this, as now we see these units coming back in, and DNS gets a few more worker kills, 6 workers killed, does make it out of there as well, to come back in later if he kind of continues to avoid the Liberator, which he should be able to. Oracles are pretty speedy, as the Cyclone has unpowered this gateway. And we see a Phoenix on the way out to help protect from the Liberator. Phoenix in general going to be very useful against this. Come in, pick up tanks, for example, shoot down the Liberator. Is it going to be enough, though, for DNS? Currently half the army supply of his opponent. He has a very good work count. But let's see what happens here, as we're going to see these units moving in. And I see the Phoenix gets taken down as well, and that is not ideal. Losing a Phoenix already. DNS losing a lot of units, as you see the overcharge popped up already. Tanks will siege, though they can work their way against those pylons, as long as the medevac gives the high ground vision.
Your forces.
There's Oracle getting picked away at in the middle of the map as well. And actually, Phoenix over here getting very low too. 1 hit away from death. There's some SCVs here to help repair up. Gonna actually lock on with something with the Cyclone. Something with the Cyclone. Just pulls back in time. Yes, sorry guys, the score is backwards. It's been a long day. It's been a long, long day. As we have the... We have this push coming in, and Major is actually in a really good position. I think he's going to work his way against this natural. It is 1 base from Major, and there's definitely a possibility maybe to come in here for DNS. He's going to have to give him his natural, though, so the natural's going to go down. And we see Liberator sieging up. These tanks are going to push forwards with the medevac, and these adepts are just taking so much damage before anything else happens as well. Nothing seems to go incorrect right now for our Protoss player, for DNS, for AT Gaming. As we're going to see, the Phoenix just has to be a little bit careful right now. We're going to see this Phoenix just being pushed away towards the bottom left side. As we're going to have the tanks pushing forwards a little bit. Liberator going to be able to come forwards as well. Bunker actually putting them tanks in a bit of a safe spot as well, so the Adepts can't get on top of it. Another for an overcharge to buy a bit more time, but DNS looks as though he's in a lot of trouble right now. In a lot of trouble right now. As these Adepts going to shade forwards and look to see what they can get up to. Gonna have to commit before this bunker's up, right? I mean, he has to commit now. There you go. The tank's gonna get lifted. The Adepts come down. They're gonna start fighting against this, and well, DNS might be able to make something happen here. These tanks, one of them getting evacuated by the medevac. Phoenix will lift them again. Liberator will siege up, though. That's one of the main problems here, as the Marines have gone down for the most part, sort of, but the bunker's still up as well, and the Cyclone's actually doing a lot of damage as well. Phoenix are falling, and the tank will still survive at the very end of this also. And for a moment, it looked as though DNS might be able to break out of this, might be able to make something happen. But, well, that's just, you know, in the end, it wasn't. I mean, he's still got this bunker up. He actually drops a mule to repair it. An Oracle across the map actually going to get taken down. And wow, look at the reinforcements ready to come across here from Major. Pulls some SCVs as well, which he's got kind of oversaturating. May as well get these to help repair up as Adepts come in once again, but they're taking so much damage here as they target down the tank. Finally, the tank goes down. Liberator going to reposition towards the front. One of these Cyclers will go down too. A few Marines trying to reach. And man, does that Adept and the Liberator do so much damage onto these Adepts, as we have the Cyclones locking on, and Phoenix taking a bit more damage. Marines coming across here looking to try and put an end to this. I'm going to see these this Liberator coming up, and another Liberator coming in now as well. I mean, this army just seems to get stronger and stronger from Major, and DNS just keeps losing so much that his army never seems to, this army never seems to kind of really, get together, just because he's kind of losing so much consistently. Phoenix lift one of the Cyclones here as, well, Marines want to be careful about that phone overcharge. It is pretty powerful. And a few of these SCVs have been going down, trying to build a bunker on the high ground now, actually ready for phone overcharge, so that gets killed off. How much energy does his Mothership Corps have left? Not a lot, so I mean, now I think Major can really push forwards a bit further, right? I mean, just keep on pushing in. He's got Cyclones, he's got Marines, and he's got Liberators. Phoenix to the top side, still looking to see what they can do. Pylon's going to start going down, and it's a slow but eventual push from Major right now. As you see the Adepts actually shading to the other side, going to try and counterattack or so. Bit of a weird one. He's going to shut down reinforcements. I kind of like the idea. But surely, is these pylons and so on are just going to be in so much trouble. He's going to lose all of this, and Mage just has to kind of, stack up all his reinforcements come across at one time instead of a couple at a time. Is these sentries and a couple of adepts to get a lot of damage. And I mean, DNS has to go very soon here, otherwise he's going to be in too much trouble. We'll see a lift on a Marine. Produces a few more adepts moving in as the adepts continuing to drop down. Adepts continuing to drop down here. As again, Major just keep on pushing in. We're going to see this gateway picked away at. And Marines have to again just be very careful, very, very cautious. As he pulls back for just a few moments. And still the Phoenix just looking around, looking to get some damage done, looking to see what they can get up to. Zervas, my man, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it, dude. Finally. It only took me I don't even know how long. No, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. As you see, Major continue to push on in, and again, he's just ahead in every single way. Army, workers, tech, everything is going his way right now. These Phoenix are not really doing anything at all. The Cyclones all the way back here, chasing the Phoenix every now and then. There's Adepts clean a lot of the Marines that are kind of on the ground, but I mean, the Marines just continue to sort of sit in bunkers. Liberator's going to have to siege, and well, now the Cyclones come back in as well, and they're going to lock onto those Phoenix, and a lot of them Phoenix taking a lot of damage. As we see, one more Liberator going down. Pylon goes down as well, and again, it's just a slow death here for our Kronos player. GG, and Mage completes the all kill for Invasion.